Hello, it's Gita. It's Monday, and that means it's time for Swamp Watch. So, in the past week, it has been a busy week. Not so much in terms of legislation passed, though. There were 12 executive orders, there were 4 important Supreme Court decisions, there were no new bills passed in the House, which was on recess last week, there was 1 important budget bill passed in the Senate, and no new bills were signed into law. So let's get into it. Out of the 12 executive actions signed last week, 7 of them are pretty substantive, but that's only if they survive court challenges, which many of them are likely to face. There was a much heralded executive action about IVF, in vitro fertilization, but it's less a specific action than a call for a report on how to protect IVF access and to come forward with recommendations within the next 90 days. So we'll have to wait and see how that one shakes out. One of the more surprising executive actions was called the Ensuring Accountability for All Agencies Act. And what that really did was remove the independence from independent agency heads. If you watch Reese's earlier video on the 4 branches of government, where he talked about the administrative branch, which is composed of these independent regulatory agencies, and Trump's order tries to force those agencies, which have previously functioned pretty independently and pretty apolitically, to align with the president's values and president's political agenda, which is a pretty significant departure for those agencies. Those agencies are things like the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, FINRA, the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, and that type of agency. So that is a pretty dramatic shift. There were some actions targeting sanctuary cities. There was significant budget reductions, including elimination or reduction of the Presidio Trust in San Francisco, the Inter-American Foundation, the United States African Development Foundation, and the United States Institute of Peace. Also, this week, more of President Trump's cabinet nominees were approved. New ones this week include Kelly Loeffler as head of the SBA, the Small Business Administration. Kelly Loeffler is a former Georgia senator. She was chief executive of a cryptocurrency trading platform, and she was co-chair of Trump's inaugural committee. Also, Howard Lutnick was confirmed as Secretary of Commerce. Howard Lutnick is a billionaire. He heads the Cantor Fitzgerald Investment Bank. One of the more controversial nominees that isn't a cabinet position, but got a lot of press this week, was also the approval of Kash Patel, right here, for the head of the FBI.